Did you know that there are a lot more colored lightsabers in LEGO form than you might think? Today I'm going to go over them all with you. Let's start. We're back in 1999, and that was in Luke's land speeder, and it was with this blue lightsaber that really started it all. As you can tell, it had the chrome hilt, which I don't use anymore, and it even has a little bubble in the blade there, see? Now, they still use this colored lightsaber all the time still today, but still, they changed the hilts, so they're kind of a more silver now. They're not chrome anymore, they're just painted silver. And there's no bubble. See that? It's purified. There's no bubbles anymore. And that does look better, I think. Now, they also, very early in the days, 1999, maybe 2000, they came out with the green lightsaber. This was used in the very first Qui-Gon Jinn set with Darth Maul. It was called the Tatooine Duel or something. It had Qui-Gon and Darth Maul, and as you can see, it also has the bubble in there and a chrome hilt. And in that same set was Darth Maul himself, and that same year's Darth Vader, and they all had the same type of red lightsaber. This never changes. I have Dooku's right here because I think it looks cool. What's interesting about Dooku's lightsaber is that they never changed the hilt to become a new version silver painted like this one here. They just have the chrome and they kept it going. Now, what's interesting about the green lightsaber is that after a while, starting in I believe 2012, they stopped using this shade of green. They call it neon green, and they started using this one instead, which is bright green. So we can compare the two here. You can see how different they are. This is the original here on the left, and that's the new version here on the right. It's a very nice, vibrant green. Luke Skywalker uses this all the time. In the new sets, like the Desert Skiff from like 2012 and other sets like that, he's always using this one. And they don't even use these neon green ones anymore. It is not to be confused with yellow. Now, the yellow lightsaber, which is now famously known for with Rey from Episode 9, this lightsaber was actually never a lightsaber. This blade came from a DC set with the Green Lantern versus Sinestro. And I just thought it'd be cool to have with a lightsaber handle because, you know, it is a lightsaber blade piece. That compared to the green can fool the eyes of some, but I will show you the trick of always being able to tell the difference. See, if you look at the tips, they're very different. See, on the left is obviously green, whereas on the right it's kind of almost black. So you'll always know if you have a yellow lightsaber in your hand or a green lightsaber. We can also compare the two with a bright green, just for fun, so we can see all three. So bright green is on the left, regular neon trans green is in the middle from the originals from 1999, and over here is a yellow, which is what Rey now uses. Now, if we're talking about yellow, what a better time to mention orange. Now, a lot of people don't know that orange is, first of all, lightsaber color, but second of all, that LEGO actually made a blade that is orange. And it is very different from red. Here's the red one again, and here's the orange one. Red is on the left, orange is on the right. And the other way to tell, we can use the trick I just showed you with like the yellow and the green lightsaber. Orange is on the right, red is on the left. Now this orange lightsaber blade came from a set from 2004, I believe, and it was the mini pod racing set that came with Sebulba's pod racer and Anakin's. And the electrical charge thing that's in between the two ions, the two pods, is actually orange. It's an orange blade instead of like purple like it is in the movies, or it is later on when they remade that set. So I always thought that was kind of interesting that it's orange. If you look at the original pod racing set in 1999 that Anakin uses, the binders, the electrical binders, I guess that's what they're called, they're also orange instead of purple. And they use like the laser cannon piece instead of anything else, instead of like the lightning like they use nowadays. So that's orange. It's very uncommon to find that one. Now let's talk about purple. Now the very first purple lightsaber was light purple, and it came out in the Clone Turbo Tank in 2005, and it was with the light-up Mace Windu. Now that set was re-released the next year in 2006, when it came with Mace Windu when he didn't have a light-up lightsaber. And this is what the blade looked like. Light purple. Nowadays, they have dark purple. And this came out around 2011, maybe 2010. And it was from the Clone Wars sets with Mace Windu, when he had that kind of awkward-looking face. Yeah, he came with this new color lightsaber. Now, there is a third kind of lightsaber that can qualify as purple, if you ask me, but also not. This is pink. And this came from actually a Harry Potter set from 2002. And it was like one of those corridor sets like Hermione was in. Yeah, like the Gryffindor room or something. It came with these 4 wands, and the wands are lightsaber blades. There was a red one, a green one, a blue one, and this pink one. And I think this kind of looks like Mace Windu's lightsaber from Episode 2, when it was kind of like a lighter purple. Whereas Episode 3 is closer to this one, like a darker purple. So now I'm going to tell you about some... Oh, well, we're going back to blue. I know it's kind of been a while since we talked about blue. But everyone knows about this one, this classic blue saber. But there's also this blue saber, which is only from Ahsoka Tano, the original Ahsoka Tano. That is not the original, because the original was 2009 with the green lightsaber, but the first adult version of Ahsoka Tano from the Rebels set. She had this light blue lightsaber, and that's very different from this original blue lightsaber. And another thing you guys might not know is that there's actually a dark blue lightsaber. And this is an official Lego piece. This is not custom made. This came out in a Bionicle set of all things back in 2004, I think. So it wasn't even Star Wars, and they made this beautiful looking dark blue lightsaber. This is the same color blue as your blue studs or your blue diamonds from thief robbery sets from City. So if you look at all three, you can see they're all very distinctly different shades of blue. Now, we are getting to the realm of custom sabers now. I like to collect these. You guys might not, but I think they're interesting. But first, before we get into the customs, I keep forgetting, there's one other lightsaber. This is not really, it doesn't really count, but in my book it does, because I am an old Star Wars fan. There was a video game called The Force Unleashed back in the old days, in 2008, and you get to wield a black bladed lightsaber. The very first time, this is before they had the dark saber from the Star Wars Clone Wars show, and you might be able to tell by my voice and inflection that I'm not a huge fan of that. But the fact is, they came out with a black lightsaber before the dark saber was even a thing. And Starkiller, who is the character you play as, Darth Vader's secret apprentice, he wields the black bladed lightsaber which you find holocron on the Death Star level. So that's why I made that one myself. Now, this here is a clear lightsaber blade. I kind of like this one because, first of all, it kind of goes with the whole gray Jedi thing with the silver blades, because that's in the KOTOR 2 anyway. And silver blades are a thing that the gray Jedi use. And there is a set, only one set in LEGO history that has a clear blade, a lightsaber blade, and that is the Hogwarts set from 2007 with the famed Professor Umbridge, the original Professor Umbridge. And I don't have that set, so I don't have that piece, but this is a custom that basically looks just like it. And it looks just like a regular LEGO piece, if you ask me. But this is a clear one. And here is a complete other custom. This is a glow-in-the-dark lightsaber blade, actually. And if I put it in the light here, I'll try to get it to glow for you at least a little bit. These are a little bit old, so they might not glow very brightly, but let's see our luck how it does. Yeah, you can see how it's kind of glowing. That's like dark green. Sorry, I can't really show this very well. The camera can't really tell, but it's kind of green at the tip there. The whole thing is supposed to be green, but like I said, they're kind of old, and I just thought it was a cool idea to have actual LEGO lightsabers that glow like a real lightsaber does. So that's why. Oh, that looks like a little bit more glowy. See how it's glowing a little bit on the sides there? Yeah, that looks better. Look at that. See that? It's like that nice green hue. Okay, it looks like the LEGO Ghosts, and also a Voldemort back from 2005 or something, 2007 maybe. Yeah, Voldemort had a glowing head like this, and ghosts and skeletons back from the old themes, they used to glow the same color. Now we're almost done here, but there's one other thing that I found very interesting in my exploits of talking and discovering lightsaber blades. If we go back to the purple, here's the dark purple from the later Clone Wars sets. Here's the light purple from the original Clone Turbo Tank set. Keeps rolling away. And here's the pink, okay, that we talked about. We talked about all three of these earlier. But there's also this one. Now, this looks closest to the dark purple here, but it's not. See that? They're actually different. The dark purple here on the right is a lot darker than this one on the left. I'll just take these two away so you can compare yourselves. Look at how different these two glows are. Keep rolling away. They keep, I don't know when this one came out, but I think it was more recent than this one. And I found that very interesting, that they have kind of a new purple that isn't quite dark, but it isn't quite light. It's somewhere in between the light purple and the dark purple. It's kind of like right in the middle of both colors, all three colors really. See, if we go in like the spectrum of light, we can see here. It goes light purple, medium purple, and then dark purple. Alright. I think this came from the newer sets, like I said, I'm not positive. And this was the older sets. And that about concludes it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have a lot of other little videos like this planned to show you guys other pieces or customizations of figures or sets that I think might be cool. We might think are good ideas, but we haven't actually made them into LEGO ideas yet because it's very competitive. But yeah, I hope you like this. Feel free to like and subscribe and share with all your friends. So, yeah. All right. See you later.